wild guess, where's frontalis on you? Right here. So watch this, guys. This big muscle here, frontalis muscle. Frontalis. Occipitalis in the back, frontalis in the front. Now check this out. There is a broad, flat tendon that connects the occipitalis to the frontalis. That's my neck structure. This white tendon right here, this whole thing, is called the Galea aponeurotica. Right? Galea aponeurotica. It connects the occipitalis to the frontalis. Now here's what happens. When these two muscles contract, it takes your eyebrows, because watch this, your frontalis is kind of going above your eyebrows. It pulls your eyebrows up to, see how my forehead's wrinkled right now? To wrinkle, like, you have like a puzzled look, like, you know, that puzzled look type of thing. And it causes wrinkling here. So this muscle and this muscle together raise the eyebrows like that, okay, to look like that. You guys ever hear about Botox?
Yeah.
So people that don't want those wrinkles, people that don't want the wrinkling, what they do is they take Botox. Botox paralyzes the muscle for a couple weeks, a couple months actually, and they put Botox in here, and they put Botox in here, so that you can't do this. So when you can't do that, what goes away is the lines, is the wrinkling. So that's why they get that Botox done.
Is that even good for you?
Okay, so you look like a mummy. You do. You look like a mummy, exactly. So what muscle is this? Occipitalis. What muscle is this?
Frontalis.
The connecting tendon is the
Galea
Galea aponeurosis, aponeurotica. I don't know if I've ever said it or Dr. Finley, but an aponeurosis is a broad, flat tendon. It's a tendon that's just more sheet-like compared to like a tube tendon that you would see in a typical muscle. Okay. That was it for the scalp, right?
Yeah.
So the muscles about the ear. Watch this. There is a muscle that goes from like the top of your where your auricle comes in, like right there, up to the parietal bone, kind of runs straight up and down this way. So this one here, I'm gonna show you guys first, is called the temporoparietalis. Temporoparietalis. It's going from the temporal bone up towards the parietal bone, right? So this big muscle right here, temporoparietalis. And if you notice, it kind of goes into the Galea aponeurotica from the side. So it kind of reminds me, if you were to take like a ski cap like he has, and you put it on, and you grab the ski cap like this, and you pull it down like this, to put the hat on like that, that's what the temporoparietalis muscle does. It kind of takes the Galea aponeurotica and it pulls it taut from the sides, not from the front and back, but from the sides like that. So it tenses the Galea aponeurotica from the side. All right, so that's your temporoparietalis. The next three muscles are called auriculars. What's this thing called? I love it. This is called the auricle. I know I've said it a bunch of times when we talked about elastic cartilage and stuff like that. That's just so funny, the ear. I love it. This is the auricle. So watch this. There's three auriculars. One in the front, one above, and one behind. So we're going to call the front one the anterior auricular, the superior auricular. What do you think we're going to call the back one?
Inferior.
Not inferior, posterior auricular. So watch this, guys. I'm going to show you over here first. Anterior auricular here, superior auricular here, posterior here. Okay, posterior, superior, anterior. Okay, so they're around the ear. Show you guys over here. Posterior auricular here, superior auricular here. Notice it's next to the temporoparietalis. So here's the superior, and then here is the anterior. Okay? So these muscles are not very strong. They are similar to an animal's muscles, where you know how like a dog can move their ears, right? They can lift them up real easy, and they can change the direction so they hear things, deer and all that kind of stuff. We have the same muscles. They're just not that strong because we're not going around having to listen to protect ourselves as much. But is there anybody that can wiggle their ears? We can, like this.
Let me see.
So he has a good posterior auricular, See that? Go ahead, do it back and forth. See that? So I can actually see I can do it too. I just laugh all the time. So he has a well-developed posterior auricular. I can see it contract, and a superior. Years ago when we did dissection, sometimes the anterior auricular is not even there, it's missing. So not everybody has the anterior auricular, but the posterior and the superior auricular on Alex are well developed. So that one, and that one is the ones he's able to contract. He's able to isolate that. Right, thank you.
Why can't you do it when you laugh?
I just can't do it then because I laugh. But at home I can do it. I can wiggle my ear, but when I'm in front of a group I can't do
I
it.
can move like one, but not.
Not,
the
yeah,
other.
you haven't got the other side as
Yeah.
good.
No, I can move them both, but I just like I can move.
You
this
feel it
one
better, yeah.
individually, but not this one
Yeah.
by
It's
itself.
like being like right hand dominant. I think it's like the weirdest thing.
I was doing it too.
Yeah. Do it? You got it, yeah, he's got it good. Yeah.
How are you doing it?
I don't know.
You gotta focus on it. So.
Focus on the
Okay.
She's trying very hard.
You know, you end up moving these two or locking these in to move that, but so that's your muscles about the ear. Again, 3 auriculars, very easy. Posterior, superior, and anterior. And the big muscle, temporoparietalis. Temporoparietalis. That's this area right here. Okay? What do we got next?
Where's Suki? Where is that here?
Which one?
Like the anterior.
I only put auriculars, so if you want to just put down anterior, A, P, and S if you want for anterior, posterior, superior. I don't think I had enough room in the box, so I didn't put it there. The auriculars, but you should know there's 3. You'll see them when you take a picture. And posterior. Anterior, superior, posterior. Okay. All right. What's next, guys?
When I used to put it in my locker at work.
Okay, so the next 3 we said are about the eye, correct? So watch this. Where your eyebrow is right here, underneath your eyebrow, there's a muscle that runs kind of in the direction of your eyebrow. It's called the corrugator supercilii. Corrugator supercilii. When it contracts, it does this. It takes your eyebrows and it brings them in like this, like you were frowning. So it kind of pulls the eyebrows in. But watch this. When you pull your eyebrows in, it causes wrinkling here. And it causes lines. People don't want lines. So guess what muscle they also get Botox? The corrugator supercilii. All right, here's what it looks like. I'm gonna show you guys over here first. So see this muscle right here by where the eyebrow runs? And you know like a corrugated cardboard has that kind of cardboard that has that kind of rippled appearance? It looks like kind of like that rippled appearance. So that's that corrugator supercilii. Check, see it?
Yeah.
All right, corrugator supercilii. Okay, so it's running this way, and like I said, it's right by the eyebrow. So if you kind of mark down by the eyebrow, and it's going to pull the eyebrows in, like I think that's like a frowning appearance. Where I kind of go like we kind of bring it in like that. Okay. What's the next muscle, guys? Levator palpebrae.
Yeah.
This is a weird muscle. This is kind of an interesting muscle. This one's
Yes.
levator palpebrae, right? This is a muscle that starts way back in our orbit, behind our eye, like the eye socket. The muscle goes over your eyeball, but then it comes out, and it comes out here in your lids, yeah. When it contracts, it pulls your lids up like that, like a shade. You know, like we put a shade up, it pulls the lids up like a shade. So it's called the levator. What do you think levator means? To lift, right? To lift. Palpebrae means the lid superior. It lifts the lid superior. So the name tells you what it does. It opens the eye. So here it is. Ready? In your upper eyelid right there. That's your levator palpebrae superioris. But again, we're only seeing a small portion of it. Right? The majority of it's behind the over the eyeball. But on my test, this is it. It's right in your lid. And what is it going to do? It's going to open the eye, lift the lid. Right? Levator palpebrae superioris. It's that simple.
I've seen people pushing
They flip it.
Ew, I hate it when people used to do
I could
that.
never be an ophthalmologist. That'd be like the last thing I would do. I don't like anything around my eyes. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, I missed it.
What are you doing?
People like they flip their eyelids back. I'm like,
It's
nah.
nice.
No.
No, it wouldn't stay stuck.
That was like
So what's
something
that
your
like?
parents used to
Yeah.
say.
Was
that?
Say like
That's
that.
like your parents tell
But
you
your
not to
parents
do
tell you
that.
that. Yes, but if you're gonna have children, yes, you tell them that it's gonna stay stuck.
Yeah,
like that.
don't do it, yeah.
You gotta lie to your kids, of course. You know?
I do it.
Okay.
Thank you for me.
I used to try and do it.
The kids are smart nowadays. They look everything on the internet, and then they prove you wrong. So you can't even lie to your kids anymore.
It needs to be true if it's on the
Right?
internet.
So watch this. Number 3. This big muscle that goes around the eye like this is called the orbicularis oculi. So when something goes in an orbit, right, it goes around in a circle. So that's where they come up with this term, orbicularis. What's oculi mean? Ocular means the eye, right? So watch this. This big muscle right here, guys. Look how big this thing is. It's massive. So when this contracts, though, watch what this does. This actually takes the eye and it closes it like that. So if you're gonna like forcibly close your eye or kind of like wink, like
I don't know.
you could actually feel it. You could actually feel it contracting. I could feel mine all around here when I close my eye forcefully. So this whole big thing, orbicularis
Can you wink?
oculi. Okay. So corrugator is under what? Your eyebrows.
I can't wink.
Levator palpebrae is in the
Eyelids.
lids. Orbicularis oculi
Around
is
the eye.
around the eye. It's that easy.
So when you wink, it contracts?
Yep, like that.
I don't
And
know
like
how to wink.
you give it like that hard, like that
Just
wink.
close one
I don't
eye.
know
Close
how to
one
wink.
eye.
You don't wink.
Just
You can't wink, or you don't.
I just.
Some
I
people
look really
can't.
dumb
Some people
with my
can't
eye.
do it. They're kind of like what Rob was saying. Some people can only wink like with one eye, but they can't do it with the other eye for whatever
No, I
reason.
really
It's
can't.
just a matter of.
I'm doing it
I
though.
really
You're
can't.
laughing, but
I
I'm
saw a
doing it.
woman with, like,
Did you see my snap video? I
They were like,
winked in
they
it.
were
I
like,
do.
I don't know why.
I
It was- I was
Twitch,
staring.
that's
Yeah, that's probably not the muscle. That's just like.
So you're
that's
having
just soft tissue. Yeah, that's soft tissue.
like a
That was
seizure.
in your recent snap.
Huh?
Which snap?
When I was walking.
Today?
Yeah, that's
No,
slow-mo.
yesterday. Yeah, the slow mo. Yeah, I
You
was
have to have
winking.
this on
I don't know. I don't know what this study's showing. Like just
Wait, is it still up?
multiple.
No, it's going now. Yeah.
She said yesterday.
Sounds
I
reasonable
missed
to me.
Saturday.
Sounds reasonable to me. I've seen people that had Botox where they. Have you ever seen somebody with Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
It's a nerve paralysis on one side of their